I'm 87 years old. I've buried my wife, my brother, my best friend, and 4 people from my high school class just this year alone. And every single one of them died doing something they should have stopped 20 years ago. I'm going to tell you the 5 things that are killing people right now. Things you're probably doing today. Things that seem harmless until they're not. Stop me if you heard this before. I'll change tomorrow. Tomorrow might be too late. My name is Walter. I'm 87 years old, and I'm one of the last ones standing. I go to more funerals than birthday parties now, and I started paying attention about 10 years ago to something nobody wants to talk about. The people dying early, they're not unlucky. They're not victims of bad genetics or bad timing. They're victims of bad choices, choices they made every single day, choices they refused to stop making even when their bodies were screaming at them to stop. My best friend, Eddie, he died 2 years ago at 79, 8 years younger than me. Should still be here. My wife's sister, Helen, she went at 74, 13 years ago, way too young. My brother Frank, he made it to 81, but he suffered for the last 10 years of his life, suffered bad, and all of them, every single one, they were doing things I stopped doing 30 years ago. I'm not special. I'm not lucky. I just paid attention. I watched what was killing people, and I stopped doing those things. Simple as that. Now, before you close this thinking it doesn't apply to you, let me tell you something. It does. One of these 5 things is killing you right now, and you don't even know it. So listen carefully, because I'm 87, and I don't have time to sugarcoat this. Here are the 5 things you need to stop doing before it's too late. Number 1, stop arguing with fools. This one killed my brother, not directly, but it ate him alive from the inside. Frank, God rest his soul, he couldn't let anything go. Somebody said something stupid on TV, he'd yell at the screen for 20 minutes. Somebody cut him off in traffic, he'd be mad about it all day. He argued with everyone, the mailman, the cashier at the grocery store, people on the internet he'd never even met. I'd say, Frank, why do you care what some stranger thinks? He'd say, because they're wrong, Walt. Somebody's got to tell them. No, somebody doesn't. You know what all that arguing got him? High blood pressure, stress, anger that never went away. He was miserable for the last 20 years of his life. And the people he was arguing with, they didn't care. They forgot about it 5 minutes later. But Frank carried it like a weight on his chest, and it crushed him. I stopped arguing with fools 30 years ago. You know why? Because I realized something. You can't win an argument with a fool. Even if you're right, even if you prove them wrong, they're not going to change their mind. They're just going to get louder. So what's the point? Now, when somebody says something stupid, I just nod. Okay, you might be right. And I walk away. My blood pressure is perfect. I sleep like a baby. I'm not carrying around anger from some argument I had 3 weeks ago, because I let it go. If you're the kind of person who argues with people on the internet, who gets into fights about politics at Thanksgiving, who can't let someone be wrong without correcting them, you're killing yourself. Stop. Let them be wrong. Let them be stupid. It's not your job to fix them. Save your energy for things that actually matter. That's number 1. Number 2, stop eating after the sun goes down. Now, this one sounds old-fashioned. It is. My grandmother used to say this when I was a boy, but I didn't listen until I was 57 years old. And when I finally stopped, everything changed. For years, I'd have dinner at 6 o'clock. Then I'd have a snack at 8 o'clock. Maybe some crackers, maybe some ice cream, maybe a sandwich if I was still hungry. Seemed harmless, but I'd wake up tired. My stomach felt heavy. My joints ached. I felt 10 years older than I was. Then one day, my doctor said, "Walter, try not eating after 6 p.m. Just try it for a month." I thought he was crazy, but I tried it. Within 2 weeks, I felt different, lighter, clearer. I woke up with energy. Within a month, I'd lost 15 pounds without even trying. Your body does its healing at night. It's cleaning, but it can't clean the house if it's still cooking dinner. You understand? When you eat late, your body spends all night digesting instead of repairing. And over time, that catches up with you. My best friend, Eddie, he ate late every single night. Dinner at 7 o'clock, snacks at 9 o'clock, sometimes a bowl of cereal at 11 o'clock before bed. I told him, "Eddie, stop eating so late. It's killing you." He said, "Walt, I'm hungry. What am I supposed to do, starve?" No, eat more during the day, but stop eating at night. He never stopped, and he died at 79 with diabetes, heart problems, and a body that gave up on him. I'm 87. I haven't eaten after 6 p.m. in 30 years. Last bite of food hits my lips by 6, maybe 6:30 in the summer when the days are long. After that, nothing but water or tea. And I wake up every morning feeling 20 years younger than I should. If you're eating late at night, stop. Your body will thank you. That's number 2. Number 3, stop watching the news before bed. This one's going to make some of you mad. I don't care. The news is poison, especially before bed. My wife, Dorothy, rest her soul, she used to watch the news every night before bed. 10 p.m. news, then the 11 p.m. news. Sometimes the midnight recap, murder, robbery, war, disaster, fear, anger, outrage. Every single night, she'd fill her head with that poison right before trying to sleep, and then she'd lie awake for hours, anxious, worried, scared. I'd say, "Dorothy, stop watching that stuff. It's making you miserable." She'd say, "I need to know what's happening in the world." No, you don't. Not at 11 p.m., not right before bed. You know what's happening in the world? The same thing that's always happening. Bad things. And there's nothing you can do about any of it at 11 p.m. But it gets in your head. It raises your blood pressure. It steals your sleep. It makes you scared of a world that's actually safer than it's ever been. They want you scared. Scared people keep watching. Scared people keep clicking. Scared people keep coming back for more. I stopped watching the news 25 years ago. Completely stopped. And you know what happened? Nothing. The world kept turning. I didn't miss anything important. But I started sleeping better. I stopped feeling anxious all the time. I stopped being angry at people I'd never met for things I couldn't control. Now, the last thing I do before bed is read something peaceful or sit in the porch and watch the evening settle in. And I sleep like a baby. 8 hours every night. If you're watching the news before bed, if you're scrolling through bad news on your phone, stop. It's poisoning your mind. It's stealing your peace. It's killing you slowly. Turn it off. Read a book. Sit in silence. Do anything else. Your sleep will improve. Your anxiety will drop. Your life will get better. I promise you that. That's number 3. Number 4. Stop saying yes to everyone. This one almost killed me. Literally. For 60 years, I said yes to everything. Every favor, every request, every obligation. Somebody needed help moving? Sure, Walt will do it. Somebody needed a ride to the airport. Walt's available. Somebody needed money. Walt's good for it. I said yes because I thought that's what good people do. I thought that's how you show people you care. But you know what happened. I spread myself so thin there was nothing left for me. I was exhausted all the time, resentful, angry at people for asking, but I kept saying yes anyway. And then one day, I had a heart attack. I was 72 years old, collapsed in my driveway after helping my neighbor move furniture. Lying in that hospital bed, I realized something. All those people I said yes to, none of them were there. The neighbor I helped move didn't visit once. The cousin I loaned money to never paid me back. The friend I drove to the airport a dozen times, too busy to come see me. I almost died saying yes to people who didn't even care. So I stopped. I started saying no. Can you help me move? No, I can't. Can you loan me money? No, I can't. Can you do this favor? No, I can't. And you know what happened? Some people got mad. Some people stopped calling, and I didn't care. Because the people who mattered, they understood. They respected it. And I got my life back, my energy back, my peace back. I'm 87 years old, and I say no to most things now, not because I'm mean, because I'm protecting the time I have left. Every hour you spend doing something you don't want to do is an hour you're not spending on something you do want to do. And at 87, I don't have hours to waste. If you're saying yes to everyone, stop. Start saying no. Start protecting your time. Start protecting your energy. The people who love you will understand. The people who don't, they were using you anyway. That's number 4. Number 5, and this is the hardest one. Stop waiting to forgive. This one killed my best friend Eddie, killed him from the inside out. Eddie had a falling out with his son in 1998. Something about money, something about disrespect. I don't even remember what it was about. They didn't speak for 15 years. 15 years. I'd say, Eddie, call him. Life's too short. He'd say, he knows where I am. He can call me. But he never did. And Eddie never called him. And then Eddie got sick. Cancer, stage 4, 6 months to live. And you know what he said to me in the hospital? I should have called him, Walt. I wasted 15 years being stubborn. His son came to the funeral, cried the whole time, but it was too late. 15 years they could have had together, gone, because neither one of them would pick up the phone. I've seen this happen over and over. People holding grudges for years, decades, waiting for the other person to apologize first. And then one of them dies, and all that's left is regret. I'm 87 years old. I don't hold grudges anymore. I can't afford to. Somebody wrongs me, I forgive them, not because they deserve it, because I deserve peace. Life's too short to carry around anger, too short to wait for apologies that might never come. If there's someone you're not speaking to, someone you're waiting to forgive, stop waiting. Call them, text them, write them a letter. Say, I forgive you. Let's move on. Or say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. It doesn't matter who was right. It doesn't matter who started it. What matters is you don't waste another year, another month, another day carrying that weight. Because one day it'll be too late. And you'll be standing at a funeral wishing you'd made the call. Don't be Eddie. Don't wait. Forgive now, while you still can. That's number 5. So there it is. 5 things you need to stop doing before it's too late. Stop arguing with fools. Stop eating after dark. Stop watching the news before bed. Stop saying yes to everyone. Stop waiting to forgive. I stopped doing these things 30 years ago, and I'm 87 years old, still living in my own house, still taking care of myself, still here, while everyone who kept doing them is gone. I'm not telling you this to brag. I'm telling you this because I'm tired of going to funerals, tired of watching people die from things they could have stopped, things they knew were killing them but refused to change. You think you have time. You don't. You think you'll change later. You won't. You think this doesn't apply to you. It does. One of these 5 things is killing you right now. And you can stop it today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today, stop arguing, stop eating late, stop watching poison, stop saying yes, stop waiting to forgive. Do it now, while you still can. Because I'm 87 and I'm running out of friends, and I don't want to go to your funeral knowing you could have stopped it. Listen to an old man. Stop doing these things before it's too late. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a porch to sit on, and the evening sun is looking mighty fine.